Welcome to Ferry's Film Vault, the show that gives you random film reviews through my perspective. I have to admit that Lions for Lamb was pretty low in the radar in terms of my to-watch list. I was aware of the bad rap that it had in a general sense when it first premiered in 2007, and that became one of the main reasons why I've been staying away from it. But I finally gave it a chance, and here we are.
You're your own man now, and the decisions you make are yours and yours alone. From here to the end. Let me tell you about the last two kids I had that gave me hope. You two guys could choose any graduate school in any field you want.
I think you're missing the point, Doc.
But that the Army's a better gig?
These events are going to define our lives.
Well, I'll tell you, right now, that is a dead-on statement.
6 years ago, you were the first to call me the future of my party, and this is me returning the favor.
To discuss what exactly?
To see if you'd like to write an honest-to-God story again.
What's the story?
Do not believe everything you read in the papers. The enemy is getting stronger. The enemy is getting uglier. Lieutenant Finch, you and your boys good?
Roger that, sir.
Rodriguez?
All up, sir.
Glad to hear it. You will introduce the enemy to the full measure of American mean. Are we clear?
Sure.
Lions for Lamb is a political drama which to me feels like a recruiting drive for the Army for some weird reason. Don't get me wrong, it's not like I'm gonna enlist for the Army or anything, but I think it was nicely done. It seems like I've been watching this sort of movie a lot recently. Battle Los Angeles gave that sort of vibe as well, which on its own is a good film and surprisingly entertaining. Now you might go, what? What could an alien invasion have anything in common with a political drama? You go check them both out and see if you could figure out what I mean and post it below. Now that I've got a sidetrack, here's the summary as quoted in IMDb. Injuries sustained by 2 Army Rangers behind enemy lines in Afghanistan sets off a sequence of events involving a congressman, a journalist, and a professor. Yeah. Right? But in my opinion, that's far from the truth. It stars a stellar cast of Tom Cruise, Meryl Streep, Robert Redford, Andrew Garfield, Derek Luke, and Michael Pena. All of whom I really like, especially Tom Cruise. And it's also directed by Robert Redford himself. And that is one of the main key. I loved how he was able to distinguish the characters in the film visually, whether it was a teacher's office, a congressman's office, or a war zone, and carefully lead us through the different story plots in a steady pace that would tie everything up nicely at the end. The acting by the cast are also spot on, which could do nothing but up the quality of the film, which at the end it leaves me with a satisfactory kind of feeling, entertained, but also got me thinking. So overall, I'll definitely file this film under the good category, an entertaining, unusual, and a different kind of good. So if you feel like something different once in a while, give this film a chance, and maybe you'll be as entertained as I was.
You've already sold the war. Now I'm asking you to help me sell the solution.
Lock and load!
But Senator, what have we been doing for the past 6 years?
What is relevant is the implementation of a new strategy.
2 minutes!
Don't you think it might be critical to examine how we got to this
How
point?
and why is not the issue now. We have to move forward.
So when does it start?
They didn't land at their objective.
Where did they land?
Crash landed 3 kilometers south on the plateau.
There are people all over the world, every day, who are fighting to make things better.
If it takes 10 years, that's how long we stay. We do whatever it takes.
Says the man in the air-conditioned room.
They bank on your apathy. They plan strategies around it.
They're trying to take us alive.
Get you and my boys.
The problem is not with the people that started this. The problem is with us, who do nothing.
It was all right there if we had bothered to connect the dots.
Do you want to win the war on terror? Yes or no? This is the quintessential yes or no question of our time.
Can they see us?
Yes or no?
There you have it. We've come to a close. Don't be shy to post any sort of comments you might have below, and I'll see you at the next review.